Normally, when you think of massage, you just think of having a good time with some friends or surprising a special one with a nice gift. But did you know that massage can be very good for the brain? And massage is actually a treatment for depression, anxiety, and so much more. Join us as we discuss all you need to know about massage and the benefits on your mental health. Hey there, Yazzy's back. Better You podcast is back. And today we're getting into the conversation about massage and the benefits of it for our mental health. I have with me one of my very special guests. It's always a good time with him. I've sat down with him several times on other shows before. It's the one and only Ransford Afari, who is an author and a massage therapist. Afari, how are you doing?
I'm marvelous.
Yeah? You look marvelous.
Yeah.
I know. I haven't seen you in a while. Right? Yeah. So Ransford has dropped a book. He has a book out. Do you want to talk a little bit about your book?
Yeah. I've done massages 12 years on, and I thought that it was just going to be back pain and other things that people complain about. Little did I know that people had, things they wanted from massage therapists. So after 12 years of experience, I thought that I have to put it out there for upcoming massage therapists to know exactly what goes into the business when we talk about massage therapy. Yeah.
Ransford also owns the company Reflex Aromatherapy. So he's the perfect person to discuss with. So now, normally I know like when most of us think of massage, we think of just maybe massage for back pain or like going out with your girls, getting drunk, surprising people, or like maybe for older people or when you get into a car accident.
Yeah.
That is when we normally think of a massage. But through doing this podcast, I actually discovered that massage is actually really good for your mental health. How do we use massage to benefit our mental health?
Thank you. Okay. So first, we have to be very circumspect of the fact that we are made up of mind, body, and spirit. What people also refer as soul. So once you have mind and you have a body, whatever endeavor that you find yourself, it is going to be strenuous. I mean, right from the very day you were born, you go through stress. And then when you grow up, you have three choices: whether to fight it, whether to run away from it, or whether to freeze and look at that stress. So I think that the onus lie on us is for us to actually identify what our stresses are. Is it work, domestic work, or is it corporate work? You perhaps maybe double between corporate and domestic. So when you are getting the kids ready for school, definitely you also have to make the time, go through traffic, and then make sure that you get to work and do whatever is expected of you, so that you continue to make relevance in making money and also making sure that the lifestyle and the metric that you've set for yourself, you're always happy about it, because it is only when you have challenges and you're not able to achieve certain things that you do or that you're expecting that the stress falls. So in thinking, I think that we instead of relaxing, we tend to think, and we hardly share by way of brainstorming, so that there wouldn't be a lot of like strenuous or like stress on us thinking way out. So when we continue to put our mind in that distress, then we better off causing us from coming out of that ease moment to a disease state. So disease is just, a prefix, which is a DIS with ease. So initially you were at ease with yourself, but then you are diseased because you are overthinking and having too much to do, and you're not, relegating duties or responsibilities to others. So then there's a lot on your shoulders. So physically, you're going to feel that you have migraine headaches. You probably have shoulder pain. You probably would have back pain. Even standing on your feet, depending on your job, you probably might even have Foot pain.
Yeah, like, I've worked for many years in America and I used to suffer from migraines. Slowly, they stopped for about 14 years, but they're slowly coming back now. And I also suffer from back pain.
Back pain.
Yeah, back pain. Sometimes my back pain even shoots all the way through my it can start from like my lower right back and shoot all the way down to my right leg.
Okay.
So I do get a lot of massages. I love getting massages. I try to go like maybe once every 2 weeks. And like you're saying, I did realize that it makes me feel good. It makes me feel less tired. Yeah. It makes me more relaxed.
Yeah, so people think that you have to be in pain to get a massage. That is already an erroneous mindset, okay? Your body is made up of systems. You have about 12 systems. The immune system, the cardiovascular, the sympathetic, your body is made up of systems. And for these systems to function, at the end of the day, you always have to be relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That is why we are advised to sleep for as long as 8 hours. But if you are unable, based on the fact that you have to wake up early to go to someone else's job, so that you punch in at the right time and work hard enough to get what you're also expecting, you continue to put strenuous, things on yourself. You are not sleeping better. You probably will come home late, so you are not eating better. So your digestive system and probably your lungs and everything are, discomfort or being distressed. So the decisions we make based on the choices we make or take based on our lifestyle informs us whether we are taking very good care of ourselves or not. The pain that you mentioned of, I mean, back pain, everybody will go to work, perhaps maybe sit behind a PC or a laptop, and their lifestyle and setting informs whether they're going to have pains and aches over time. Okay. Stress is accrued in different stages. Sometimes it's acute, and then when you don't take care of acute stress or acute pains, then it becomes chronic. Okay, so you probably will slouch behind your PC or your laptop. And then when you get up after I had this work, you are also in traffic. And then when you get home to, you will probably will be eating late. And then when you go to sleep, you probably wouldn't sleep better. So over a whole 5 days of working hard, you accumulating stress.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But then we all have 24 hours. So it builds on us to find just an hour
You know what's funny as you're
to
talking?
unwind.
Just remind myself, like, I've had such a long, like, I don't want to say stressful. I've had a long, productive week.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of things done. I've conquered a lot of goals, gotten new contracts, new business deals, and I'm so exhausted. And as you're talking, I feel like the running pain headache right here. And I'm just like, I need to do better in terms of taking care of myself. Now, if you're just tuning in, guys, remember to subscribe, comment, rate. If it's your first time watching, make sure to leave a comment. If you have any questions for us, if there's anything you want to know, any questions you have for answer, drop them below. His social media handle is there. He himself is also going to come.
But let us not get it twisted, okay? You have the productive week. That's fine. We call something eustress. Eustress is what propels us to want to achieve more. But in our eustress come the distress. Okay? Wrong posture whilst you are working, not relegating duties or responsibilities to people that can help you. Because we continue to say women are the weaker sex. So if you're going to do a task and you think that you could call on someone to help you, and you wouldn't have to maybe rate them or pay them or give them anything. Why wouldn't you call people to help you so that the tax at hand will be more minimized? You get it? So you should know that once you have, you're supposed to live to a certain extent. Your happiness should be on point. Your well-being should be on point. Your mind, body, and spirit. Definitely at the end of the day, when you are happier and you are achieving, and there isn't back pain or any kind of pain, you know, shooting or radiating through your body, then you are at peace and then.
And speaking of what you said, like, I know I was coming to meet you, so I said, let me do a little bit of research on massage. And I did some research and it said that one of the reasons why we feel so good after a massage is that when we feel good, it automatically stimulates positiveness in our body and in our brain when we feel good.
Yeah.
And it releases serotonin.
So, and I've told this.
Go ahead, tell us a little bit more about that.
Okay. So we are wired in a way that just because we are human, we wouldn't be able to see, but the doctors are able to tell. Okay. So you were complaining of headaches. I could have easily maybe worked on your foot just to heal your head pain or probably your migraine headaches. Okay. When you are touched, I mean, the skin itself is an organ, right? So you are supposed to follow a certain way. We massage therapists are taught how to apply pressure, the right pressures, in order to evoke your nervous system. If you are nervous, anything you do under the sun will work.
Yeah.
Okay. Even when the nervous system comes, the division, two divisions, we call the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is what is activated for you to be more aware of yourself and then be more, controlling and then be more aggressive just because of what you might perceive as a danger. But the parasympathetic nervous system is what, when we activate through touch, makes you feel good. But we live in a milieu where our culture has suppressed us from expressing.
You know what's interesting? Do you know that in America, right?
Yeah.
People get hired as cuddle buddies. It's actually a very, very high paying job. You can make like $300 an hour cuddling with a stranger.
Oh, I really want to go into that.
Yeah, you need to get some American dude.
I should make a video.
I did.
Yeah.
That video, of course, we'll get to that video in a second. I have to hold up to mention this, and I found it so interesting. Because personally, I'm a cuddler. I love to cuddle. I cuddle with my mom, my son, my friends.
Wow.
I love to cuddle, and it makes me feel good. And research shows that cuddling and even touching, massaging, all these things, they're very, very important for us mentally and emotionally. They help relieve stress.
Yeah.
They help relieve pain, and actually can even be part of your medical treatment for stress.
Exactly.
As you deal with stress, as you deal with mental health, not only, yes, we discuss it all the time on this podcast about eating well, exercising, we talk about all of those things, but it's also important to take care of your mental and emotional health. So massage is one of the things that can, be replaced with your mindfulness. You don't always, it's great if you can afford a massage therapist. But if you can't afford one, you can go to someone like Ransport's Instagram page, his YouTube, which is all listed right on the screen. And then you can learn. You can get his book. You can learn more, and then you can have your friends and your partners. You can have all of them do it for you. This way, it's a little bit cost effective for you.
Exactly. So what they don't know, or they know but they are not attentive.
The importance of massage. Massage is so, so good for all of us. Stay with us right here for part 2.